Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, C-47 Texas Zephyr readies for return to Highland Lake CAF Squadron. Glacial melt reveals aircraft lost 54 years ago. Snap shelving Pixy drone. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. C-47 Texas Zephyr readies for return to Highland Lake CAF Squadron. The C-47 Texas Zephyr is scheduled to arrive at its home base hangar, the Highland Lake Squadron in Burnett, Texas, this September 5th. The finishing touches on the aircraft are being made in Brady, Texas, where the aircraft has undergone a massive restoration since 2019 when it was donated to the CAF by Brady resident Carl Ritter. Supply chain issues and labor shortages caused by COVID-19 have caused lengthy delays. Members of the Highland Lake Squadron are elated to finally bring the C-47 home. The squadron restored one of the two engines on the C-47, and the Central Texas Wing graciously loaned them a matching C-47 engine to get Texas Zephyr back in the air. Highland Lake Squadron Executive Officer Kirk Noker says his goal is to have Texas Zephyr flying in the next Bluebonnet Air Show on March 18, 2023. The C-47 Skytrain was used for military transport by the Allies in World War II. Texas Zephyr was built in 1944 and transferred to Great Britain under the Lend-Lease program. It went on to the Canadian Forces until it was identified as surplus and entered civilian service in 1974. In 1995, the C-47 was repatriated to the U.S. And after the break, IATA urges ICAO to remove pilot age limits.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to two Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. IATA urges ICAO to remove pilot age limits. IATA has submitted a paper suggesting the removal of pilot age limits to ICAO's leadership. IATA's move precedes next September's ICAO General Assembly, at which member states gather to discuss and vote on new provisions germane to the regulation of international commercial aviation. The IATA paper reads in part, quote, "With demand for air travel anticipated to return to pre-pandemic traffic levels in 2023 and then continue on an upward growth path, the demand for commercial pilots is expected to exceed supply," end quote. Tweed New Haven Airport to expand despite local objections. Notwithstanding the vehement objections of local residents and city leaders, the Tweed New Haven Airport Authority has approved a new 43-year lease and management agreement with Goldman Sachs-owned Avports LLC, thereby clearing the way for a $100 million airport expansion. The Tweed New Haven Airport is a non-hub primary commercial service facility, the boundaries of which extend into the municipalities of New Haven and East Haven, Connecticut. Tweed is one of only two Connecticut airports with regularly scheduled Part 121 service, the other being Bradley International. Aleutian Airways to begin Saab 2000 proving runs. Aleutian Airways proudly announces their company has met the exhaustive gamut of FAA requirements necessary to begin operations. The achievement adds the hale, hardy, long-legged, and swift Saab 2000 twin turboprop to the company's Part 121 Air Carrier Certificate and heralds the imminent commencement of both scheduled and charter service under the Aleutian Airways brand. Candidate moon landing regions announced. NASA, in preparation of diversifying the moon under Project Artemis, has identified 13 candidate landing regions near the lunar South Pole. Each region encompasses multiple potential landing sites for 2025's Artemis 3 mission, which is planned to be the first instance in which the program delivers human beings to the lunar surface. The regions of the lunar South Pole are scientifically significant insomuch as they harbor permanently shadowed environs rich in resources and terrain unexplored by humans. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Glacial melt reveals aircraft lost 54 years ago. The summer of 2022 will be remembered by climatologists as one of Europe's hottest. Between June and August, temperatures of 40 to 43 degrees Celsius or 104 to 109 degrees Fahrenheit were recorded in parts of Europe, with the summer's highest temperature of 47 degrees Celsius or 116.6 degrees Fahrenheit being recorded on July 14th in Pinhão, Portugal. Extreme heat saw glaciers throughout the Pyrenees, Penny, Apennine, and Carpathian Mountains melt to extents unprecedented in modern times. In the Swiss Alps, glacial melting revealed the wreckage of a plane gone missing over 50 years ago. Remnants of a Piper Cherokee were discovered on the Aletsch Glacier in Switzerland's Valais Canton, near the Jungfrau and Monk mountain peaks. The wreckage was happened upon by a mountain guide, Dominic Nellen, who was in the area only because local hiking routes had been changed to account for melting snow and ice. Mr. Nellen stated in a subsequent interview, quote, "From afar, I thought I was looking at two backpacks," end quote. The aircraft, registration HBOYL, was lost in 1968. Swiss police have disclosed that the bodies of a chief medical officer, his son, and a teacher were recovered from the wreckage. 2 additional skeletons were discovered in the vicinity of the downed aircraft, but their connection, if any, to the Cherokee and its occupants is unknown. And after these messages, snap Shelving Pixy drone.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Snap Shelving Pixy drone. In 2016, Snapchat, the American multimedia instant messaging app and service, rebranded itself Snap Inc. In addition to the name change, Snap announced its aspirations to become a camera maker. In short order, the company introduced its Spectacle smart glasses. The product failed horribly. Fewer than 1% of Snapchat users purchased the camera sunglasses. Today, hundreds of thousands of pairs of Snapchat Spectacles sit rotting in warehouses, contributing to Snap's enormous costs and losses. Undeterred, Snap Inc. developed the Pixy, a pocket-sized camera drone designed to broaden the perspectives from which users can photograph and film themselves and their oh-so-fascinating exploits. On paper, the $230 Pixy's diminutive 101-gram weight, single 12-megapixel sensor, integrated 16-gigabyte storage capacity, which facilitates storing of 100 videos or 1,000 photos, looked promising. Reviewers lambasted the Pixy, calling it, quote, a bit of a brightly colored toy, lacking in the sophistication and years of development of a DJI, end quote. In the wake of bad reviews, poor sales, and the weakest quarterly sales growth in company history, Snap CEO Evan Spiegel announced to employees that the company is reprioritizing its resources, resulting in the shutdown of Pixy. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!